Do you want the lake view or an energy efficient home? Do you want the lake view or a semi-custom build? What if I told you you didn't have to decide? Dan and I are going to show you the Coves in Cane Bay. It's amazing. It's lake views. It's incredible homes. You're not going to believe this, and you do not want to miss a single minute of what we're about to show you. What if you wanted to have like the great outdoors right outside your back patio? Kayaking, fishing, boating, and you haven't even left your neighborhood? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Coves and the lakes at Cane Bay. And by the way, there's a multiple amount of lakes that we're going to be talking about. So stay tuned, because this community is going to blow you away.
The thing that sets these homes apart from others is the historic Charleston color palette. Look at those choices.
Now, one of the things that the Coves boasts is they have the longest driveways of any community. So, and trust me, if you don't have street parking, you are going to value having a place to put 3, 4, even 5 cars. And the Coves does not disappoint in that area. And since everybody parties outside of their garages, just think of all the fun games and tables you could set up on your driveway to help facilitate your festivities.
This is the Chandler. Could it be any more beautiful? If you're a friend of fans, you know what I'm talking about. So check this out. Look at this front bedroom and how big it is. I mean, this thing is massive, and this is right at the front of the house. And you have this bathroom that is in between the front 2 bedrooms. So you got a shared bath, and then the second bedroom is the same size as the first. So if you've got kids that are thinking, oh, this room's better than the other, you don't have to worry about that. And then here we're going out to the garage. When you look up in the attic, there's like it's sealed. So you're getting the energy savings because it's blocked off from the rest of the house. And then here is the kitchen area and the living room. And then there's a dining area toward the back there. And then this is the master. Now, what I love about the master is they put these windows up high. So you know how sometimes the bed you don't always want the bed in between windows? I like that. And then you've got the shower with the window above it, the water closet, and then a huge walk-in closet. Just a great use of space in this home. Double sinks. Gotta love that, and can't beat that view.
If you are new here, I'm Angel. My handsome husband is Daniel behind the camera. We are your Gen X realtors in Low Country. We're Gen Xers that relocated down here because it is beautiful. So here's the thing about living in the Coves. We're in Summerville, right? We're in Cane Bay. Cane Bay is like the #4 master plan community in the nation. But we are on the water. We're on this lakefront living, which if you've done any research about moving to this area, you know an area called Mount Pleasant, presumably. Mount Pleasant is like right over the Ravenel Bridge from Charleston. It's got a very different price point than when you buy here in Summerville. But look you could have it all here. So the other thing to keep in mind is that when you come to Meritage, they are very, very keen on you guys having representation. They will ask you, do you have a realtor? Do you have a realtor? So when you're watching this and you say, Dan, Angel, let's go check out Meritage, the answer to that question is going to be, yes, I have a realtor. Dan and Angel are meeting me here. But if you come here and you don't, you make sure you call us 843-900-6869. We will hustle on down here and walk you through this process, because they don't want you going through it without representation, and neither do we. Do you feel that breeze? That's the lovely thing about living in South Carolina, is you get to wear pretty dresses that flow, and then you also get to be in these communities that are communities. Like they've got fireworks on 4th of July and New Year's Eve, and then they've got these golf cart tours. Halloween apparently goes off over here. Like when you move to the Coves, you're buying a lifestyle. You're not just buying like a house that's on a lake. You're buying all kinds of people around you that have the same goals as you, to be a part of a community, to live near and dear to Charleston and all of the wonderful things that are around here. But then also you get this stunning home to go with it. This is the Gibson floor model. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, obviously lakefront. But it's roughly 2,000 square feet, starting at the high 4s. And here's the cool part. Okay, so look, we're in the laundry room, and then the door opens into the master or the primary closet space, which goes into the primary bath, double sinks, and then it goes into the primary bedroom, which overlooks the lake. I love that continuity, and then you're right off the main space of the room. My gosh, how convenient would that be? Yes!
One of the things I love about South Carolina is I've spent more time outside than I ever did back in California. You'd think like, well, it's warm there too, but it's beautiful here. Come take a look at this after I unlock the door. Okay, a lot of new home builders do a concrete slab for the patio, but it's like, man, it's like I'm living in the city, and it's like, this is like the great outdoors, right? So look at this beautiful wood deck where you're not going to find that in other builders' homes. The other thing that I wanted to show you, if I could find it, here, come this way. Okay, another thing that makes the Meritage homes unique and better is the siding, okay? Most of your track homes are going to be vinyl siding. And if you've seen them after a couple of years, they're all wavy and distorted and faded from the sun. But these, it's called a hardy backer. It's a concrete material made to look like wood. So it maintains its shape. It lasts longer. I guarantee you'll probably get some sound deadening from it because it is a cement material that it's made out of. But just a beautiful finished look. And like I said, it's going to have a uniformed appearance for years to come. And you have a lot of termites in the South. So they ain't going to want to eat that. Yuck. It's cement.
This furnished model that you're looking at is the Hurley, and it's also where the model home office is. So when you come into the Coves, this is where you would check in. Meritage takes your comfort in the home very seriously. So they have a fresh air management system. And that sounds complicated, but it's not. They use high quality filters that help reduce allergens and pet dander. They also have on the HVAC system, it has variable speeds. So that allows the system to capture more of those airborne particles as they come in, which again gives you cleaner air, fresher air. You're less prone to have allergies during allergy seasons, and you get an increased efficiency with the system because they seal the ducts to help prevent air leaks. So your comfort is not only from the spray-in insulation, but it's also from the air system that they've designed especially for you.
Okay, let me show you one of my favorite features about the kitchen. So everybody loves soft closed drawers. I call them "you can't be mad at me" drawers because I can't slam a drawer if I'm mad at you. That's lovely. Well, even those two. Good gravy. I thought it was just the drawers, but look I can't be mad at anybody in this kitchen. And who would want to be? I've got these beautiful countertops. I'm overlooking all of the common area. And look at this. Look at this. I've got this really nice pantry, and then this butler pantry area. You could go all modern like this one is, or you could do some of those cupboards that you can go get at IKEA and put the glass cabinets there, and you can have all your little tchotchkes in there. And then you can make this, so obviously they've set this up as a formal dining room. Seats, what do we got? 6, 8. Okay, that's a lot of people to have here and there, but you could do like a man cave. You could make this like a little homeschool room if that's your jam. I mean, it's so nice, and you've got views out to the front. You've got the UV protected windows, so you're not going to have it's not going to be scorching hot here and then 10 degrees cooler here. It's all beautiful and it's lovely, and you've got natural light. And it's South Carolina. It's beautiful here 90% of the time, and you're going to have all of it in this space.
What do I love about the Meritage homes? Well, look at this. That, my friends, is spray foam insulation. So have you ever heard about those Yeti coolers where you could put ice in it and it stays frozen for like a week or two? Well, think of that, but that's your house, right? So you've got spray insulation on all the exterior walls and up in the attic. So imagine this, your attic is only 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. Now, I don't know, a lot of you have gone up into your attics, but sometimes that temperature can be 15, 20 degrees different. You're sweating your head off, but not in these homes. Okay, 2 other things that make these homes worth the price of admission. All your major appliances are included. Washer, dryer, refrigerator, stovetop, microwave. When you want to move into one of these homes, it's turnkey. You're ready to go. Here's the other thing, the reason I'm by this doorway. See this molding? This craftsman style molding? Well, in most high production homes, it's going to be MDF, which means they're taking like sawdust, they're gluing it together and making it into boards. This is solid wood, real wood. So if you're old fashioned and like things the way they used to be, this house is going to be built to your satisfaction. When I was a kid, I loved watching This Old House with Bob Vila. And what I loved about the show was they were always working on old homes, and just the attention to detail and the craftsmanship, it was always a step above compared to what a lot of builders are doing today. But look at what Meritage is doing. It sounds simple, but I love it. Now, normally on a home where you have siding, the 2 corners are just butt together. And then you got the seam running all the way down. But look at, it's probably like a 1x2 board. They put it in there, and it just gives it a nice polished look. And it, you could just tell that there was thought put into it, and just the attention to detail makes these homes just feel like you're in a luxury mall. See these beautiful blue skies? What's missing? Well, this Gen X fun fact has to do with a movie that came out in 1986. And the hint is there would be something in the air, and it's not a bird movie.
Kinda.
Well. So, in May 1986, we had the privilege of seeing Top Gun and Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins, by the way, every soundtrack in the 80s. He just like he had the guy that did the In a World, the movie voices. Kenny Loggins was the soundtrack guy. But Top Gun is the Gen X fun fact for this week.
Yay!
Back to you.
All right, as we said before, we are Gen Xers that have relocated here to the Low Country, and we would love to help you because our generation is kind of on the cusp of what are we doing? Are we staying? Are we going? Are we going to go and move to the South and retire? And we have basically done that for you and with you. So we would love to hear from you, or you can subscribe week after week. We're posting videos about what it's like to live here, how awesome it is, the kind of lifestyle, obviously these great homes that you can buy. We don't want to get too close to the pool because we don't want to be creepers, right? But anyway, we would love to see you here week after week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
No, this is not the set for The Notebook 2. And I am not Ryan Gosling.
I wrote you every day for a year.
But all this could be yours just by contacting Dan and Angel, Gen X Realtors in Low Country. Whether you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 1-story, 2-story, this place has it all. So my only question for you is, what do you want? What do you want? So call us, text us at 843-900-6869, and we will make this place your home.